Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to today's stream, everybody. Today is going to be a bit of a more special stream. I'm currently deaf and call, so you're not going to hear them right now. Today we are doing a podcast style stream, so anybody in chat, you're more than welcome to, of course, leave your opinions of anything we're talking about. We will be talking about sports today, as it is a big topic amongst the three of us that are going to be here today. So, thank you, and we'll go ahead and get this started up. If I remember what I'm doing. Alrighty. And here we go. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all you lovely gents. Welcome to today's first ever podcast of us. We do not have a name for said podcast quite yet. No, mayonnaise is not a sport.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
No.
I doubt it.
Anyway, I'm your host for today's episode of the podcast. I am CHW Football. I am here today with the lovely Cade.
Hey, yo, what's poppin'?
And the amazing McGlizzy.
Hello, I am MAC Gleazy.
We here have started up this podcast because, well, the three of us were very avid sports fans, and we wanna of course talk. We want to talk about.
Well, it's more of we talk about sports all the time as it is. It's just we've decided now. Why don't we do it for an audience because it's funny?
Exactly. So, first things first, of course, we all know what's going on in the world of sports today. Or not today specifically, but over the course of this year.
It's been a fucking clusterfuck.
It's been a serious clusterfuck, honestly. The first thing, of course, the elephant is the factor of you got the Detroit Lions in the playoffs this year, at the number 1 seed,
which is unprecedented for Detroit. Like,
1 second, I get my Lions jersey.
Oh my god.
Which, for speaking as a sports historian, it is historically unprecedented for the, like, we are witnessing history in the making, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else in between. Like, you will never see another team for Detroit be as good as this as they are right now. And this is accounting even for the Barry Sanders era of Detroit. We cannot say that there is any better moment right now in Detroit history, in Detroit Lions football.
I couldn't find my Williams jersey, so I got my Calvin Johnson jersey.
Close enough.
So
He's current.
True.
Yeah.
So of course we got we all know NFL playoffs are off to a pretty strong and interesting ass fucking start to this playoffs with the wild card round.
Although let's be honest, it is still extremely predictable with the fact that both the Eagles and the fucking Chiefs are still in the hunt.
Yeah, it's nothing to be surprised about. Eagles and them at the top, close to the top of, either at the top of their divisions and conferences or near the top of the conferences. So why don't we, as I casually need to pull up all of this lovely stuff real quickly. So we're going to go game by game of the wild card real quickly. We're going to give our opinions. Are we surprised? Are we disappointed? I lost my pinky. Well, how'd you lose your pinky, Yummy?
That
Yeah,
is, in fact, a bruh moment, Chief.
yes, that is a big. But
Did you
what
on
happened,
it?
Yummy? So we're gonna start off with the first game of the playoffs. We're gonna start off with the Chargers versus the Texans. Are we at all surprised by the outcome of the Texans winning 32-12?
Not n- okay. Like, if I'm going to be 110% honest, no. However, I did expect a bigger showing from the Chargers.
Realistically, I was expecting the Chargers to at least put up a bigger fight than this. I expected them to at least make it a competitive game. Uh, to be quite honest, from what I saw, the team just looked sluggish. They looked tired, which is never good going into a wild card game.
Yeah.
Then again, if I remember correctly, the Chargers had to still play all of their starters in
They
week
yeah,
18.
they were playing all of their start like Harbaugh did not rest his starters for week 18. And that's because he couldn't. It was a make or break game in week 18.
Yeah. So, to be fair, they were tired going into this game. It's not the worst thing. We've seen way worse when it came to this. We've seen teams go into the postseason completely destroyed injury wise.
However, I would like to put the Chargers up for the playoff injury bowl. Given how like half of their secondary was completely gone, most of their D line non-existent, their defense was about as porous as fucking SpongeBob.
Yeah, they weren't they at least put up a fight, not too much of a fight, but they at least did better than other teams here.
I'd say,
Mac, any inputs?
I'd say Harbaugh's first year as Chargers head coach, pretty dang good.
I mean, making the playoffs in your first year as a head coach is it's a very good sign. However, we have to see after year 4, year 5 what the culture will look like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Moving on from the Chargers and the Texans, we move on to the Steelers and the Ravens. Realistically, I expected this to be an absolute bloodbath. I expected the Ravens to win by 40.
I was
I
upset alert.
I was honestly expecting this to be a lot closer of a game than it actually was. Like realistically, if you actually watched the game, the Steelers were outmatched literally from the start of the second quarter. Like the Steelers ran out of gas, and this is and I started to go on a bit of a tirade about this before, and I'm going to now. I would like for the as a I am not a Steelers fan for the record. I am actually a fan of two division rivals of the Steelers and the fucking Ravens. I'm an AFC North football fan, specifically of the Bengals and the Browns. It's kind of hard to claim the Browns nowadays, especially with Deshaun Watson under center. But like as a bank, like speaking as a Bengals fan, I revel in the fact that Mike fucking Tomlin it keeps his standard going, and they're going to keep him there for another 3 more years because the fucking Steelers don't fire coaches; they just conveniently let their contracts expire. So fuck Mike Tomlin. The motherfucker needs to shit or get off the pot. Stop going for 9-6 and actually go for a winning record again. Oh wait, 11-0 happened.
So I just want to mention this. I know we haven't reached the Commanders yet, but I just want to mention this statistic. In the span of since the last time the Steelers won a playoff game, Dan Quinn, the current coach of the Commanders, has went from almost winning a Super Bowl with the Falcons, going to a different team, I think, as an assistant coach, going back to the Commanders, and being in the playoffs and winning the game. In the span of like a couple of years.
I mean, I have high hopes for the Commanders, but also at the same time, they're going up against a white hot Lions team.
Trust, I'm wearing my Lions jersey for safety right now.
But we're not even anywhere near the NFC yet. We're still talking about the AFC. But to wrap up Cade's rant about the Steelers and about AFC North football. Fuck the Steelers, Ravens. You're okay, but still fuck you too because I'm a Browns fan. So and fuck Art Modell.
All right, so realistically, the Steelers, they need to draft a quarterback this year. Like, there's no option. They have to find a quarterback that isn't going to be Russell Wilson eating up a shit ton of contract and salary.
But we can't like ignore the fact that Russell Wilson did have a bit of a career renaissance in Pittsburgh in comparison to his showing in fucking Denver. Oh.
They have no weapons around him in Denver is the only issue.
True, and then the moment they get rid of him, there's magically weapons in Denver.
Well, Jerry Jeudy was there with Russ. Jerry Jeudy just didn't play well with Russ.
Yeah, I hate. I have distinct hate for Jerry Jeudy right now since I fucking drafted him in my fantasy league, and he absolutely turned out to be the biggest bust of my draft.
All right. Ravens, of course, they looked solid from jump. Derrick Henry being a beast as he always is, so that the Ravens have a good shot to possibly come out of the AFC, but it's going to depend how they play in the next round. Depends on how against Buffalo.
Yeah, I was about to say them Bills are like they want the Chiefs' heads on pike. The Bills are going to throw everything, including the kitchen sink, at the fucking Chief to get to the Chiefs.
When the Chiefs still to face the Texans, and I know it's probably gonna go how everyone thinks it's gonna go, but
let's be honest, Chiefs Texans is the most predictable thing. We're just gonna everybody is like. Sorry to all the Denver fans out there, but we all knew that the Broncos weren't going to do shit in the playoffs, and they promptly did, only scoring a singular touchdown against fucking Buffalo. But
they do have a bright future with
Bo Nix as their quarterback. They have the guy under center now. Keep him healthy.
Hey, I do have a question though. As you were just mentioned, being a Bengals fan. I'm going to go back to Week 18. How do you feel about that Week 18 game with the Chiefs versus the Broncos?
Realistically, it was Broncos' best going up against the second strings.
Third string. And if the Broncos had lost, then the Bengals would have made the playoffs.
Which is, like, irony at its best.
Because at least realistically, because it probably would have been Bengals Bills, and it would have been a much higher scoring game.
It would have been a significantly more fair game, but the NFL scriptwriters. Oh wait, sorry, we can't talk about that. The powers that be decided, the Bengals just can never have anything nice and fun in their life after that one Super Bowl appearance.
These with their black magic, keeping the Bengals out of the Super Bowl.
All right. On to the next game, Broncos versus the Bills.
Hey, that's only before we move on to this. I wanted a Kitty versus Kitty Super Bowl. I wanted Bengals versus Lions. I was hoping for it.
So. I did too, but as I said, that was the most predictable game to ever be played.
All right, Broncos versus the Bills. Realistically, I had hope in Denver. As fucked up as that is to say.
I wasn't riding with Bo Nix with that O line. Nah, it would have legitimately took a miracle for them to make a deep playoff run.
Yeah, I just had a little bit of hope that the Broncos at least were going to be somewhat competitive, not 31-7.
Yeah, 31-7 getting beat
On the
by
bright
getting
side,
beat
all
by
I can say is that at least the Bills did not pull an Atlanta. Because I was going to laugh if Buffalo had gone through that hell.
Coming from a true Pats fan.
Fuck off.
But
But I will say, Broncos, if they tighten up that O line, make that O line better over this offseason or through the draft this year, the Broncos are going to look good. They're going to have,
they're actually going to be a force in the AFC West.
which is weird to say because that's been locked up by the Chiefs for the past almost 10 years at this point.
Nah, it's only been like 4 or 5 years.
Okay,
No,
half
about
a
6.
decade.
If it's been a while, but yeah, no, the Chiefs have not missed the playoffs since Patrick Mahomes was drafted and started for them.
Yeah.
wait, I just realized it's been about a decade since Peyton Manning retired. I would
Yep.
say, at least since
Why
Peyton
did you have to
retired.
make me feel old by saying this?
Yep. We really just aged ourselves by saying, "Yep." We all remember whenever Peyton Manning retired.
All right. Well, we're gonna because
I remember that
of how shit the Buffalo game was. We're gonna move on to the next one, which was a little bit more entertaining, but at the same time, wasn't really that good. The Packers versus the Eagles.
Yes.
That
FTP. FTP. Sorry.
Let's be honest, that the Packers put up a fight better than
they put
half
up a
of the.
decent fight.
They put up a better fight than everybody else. They had the second lowest scoring game.
Third lowest scoring game.
No, the second because they held the Eagles to 22. That's what I'm meaning.
Oh, I
when
thought
I
you were
say
talking
that.
about like what the score on their end was. They only scored 10 points in comparison, but in comparison, the Broncos only scored a singular touchdown, and we're not even going to talk about the Vikings with their 3 field goals.
I'm not even gonna lie, that was kind of funny. But Packers, Jordan Love did not look comfortable at all, from at least some of the highlights I saw.
He was struggling. I actually watched half of the game, and I watched the second half of the game, and it was bad. Like you can tell something was not right with Homeboy, and I don't know if it's I think it was like later confirmed that he had like a nagging injury that was going on, so that could have definitely played into the fact that he just was off his game.
Yeah.
And also the seventh seed should not exist, but you know what? It gave the Packers an into the playoffs, so
Yeah, true. It gave the NFC North the most amount of people to play in the most from one division to show up in a playoff.
Yep, and the other two fell out immediately.
Yeah.
Embarrassingly.
Eagles are looking like an actual contender this year, unlike the previous 2 years.
They're looking like a contender again, but let's see how much they actually take it. Because the moment we'll have to see what happens. Because I have a feeling the Eagles are going to definitely beat the Rams, and then they would be. And it's honestly up to the Lions Commander game to see who will actually go in.
Yeah. So, all right, Eagles, Packers, kind of went as we all expected. Now, the one that I did not expect at all happening, the Commanders and the Buccaneers game.
That was a thrilling game to watch.
That was a fantastic game to watch. I was rooting for
Jaden Daniels is like you can tell he is him. He is going to be the next him for fucking Washington. Mark my words.
With
Jaden Daniels did not get drafted by the Bears. Because there might have been 4 NFC North teams in the playoffs.
Jesus, don't get me started on that, please. We don't need the entire NFC North going to the postseason.
It would be funny, but no.
Yeah.
I will say that I think this is the first time, at least for me, that I've heard of. I mean, 2 rookie quarterbacks going to the playoffs. Granted, one
This is
did get
true.
eliminated, but still, 2 rookie quarterbacks. It's almost a miracle for one to make it. But 2 is actually, to me, is kind of crazy. Like, respect to Bo Nix and to Jane Daniels.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
For me, I'm still a little salty about this game. I was rooting for the Bucks.
See, as a Browns fan, you would think I would want Baker Mayfield to win, but no, I'm praying on his downfall. Now, fuck him.
Hey, they shouldn't have let him go. Honestly, I was so upset when they let him go. Because I was rooting
I
for him.
was. Imagine how I felt. I was like, dude, we should have fucking rested him after we knew his shoulder was fucked. But no, the dumbass's ego wouldn't let him fucking put his ego aside for a second to at least conserve your fucking health.
I will say also, I like Baker's journey.
Don't get me wrong,
It's
it's a fantastic story, but at the same time, fuck. We could have had multiple years in the playoffs, but nope. Cleveland has to be Cleveland.
It's Cleveland. What do you expect? Actually,
Factory of sadness.
Speaking of Cleveland, I have a bold prediction that Deshaun Watson will be retiring after this season.
Please, I hope so.
Although you do have to remember, you have like $100 million guaranteed going to him anyway.
I know it's going to be Bobby Badilla Day.
Yep. With the Bucks, I was hoping for the win. I am still sad over that field goal. Doink in. But it was by far the best game of the first round of the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
Moving on to the Vikings and the Rams, as we've been poking fun at them the entire time.
Yeah,
I feel bad.
The Rams
I feel
handled
so bad.
business.
They did. And I sat here, I actually had faith. That was a mistake. I had faith in Sam Darnold that he was actually gonna fucking do something.
Like here's the thing about Sam Darnold. We forget where he was drafted to and who the head coach was at the time. And how, especially in the shitposting community of sports, there's a saying that we have, and it's called, Sam Darnold got Adam Gase.
I'm also going to put this, it doesn't help that when Sam Darnold entered the league, he had to go against Tom Brady.
And Josh Allen, right?
He had to go against a pissed off Tom Brady multiple times. And I don't blame him. Our defense during that time period that he was in New York was disgustingly good. I don't know what.
And then and then you have Adam Gase, who doesn't know how to fucking develop a quarterback.
Those dead eyes staring into the screen.
It's the crazy eye that got me.
The dead crazy eyes staring into your soul.
I will say, I expected more of a fight. I didn't expect them to lay there and take it like the way that they did.
I want to say though, I don't know what it is. Being from a Lions fan and being from the NFC North, I don't know what it is, but Minnesota, the team itself, they just have like the QB whisperer. Like someone's on that team that just knows quarterbacks. Because every single they don't have the same quarterback in years. So while you guys are talking, I'm gonna pull up the list of quarterbacks in the last 10 years that have played for the Vikings.
Let's see. I can name
There's
you
going to be a
Case
different one every
Keenum,
year.
Sam Bradford. Sam Bradford was for a while. Kirk Cousins also for a little bit.
I was about to say Kirk Cousins was there for a while before he moved to Atlanta.
I think he
Sam
was with.
Bradford, Christian Ponder, Casey Keenum. Anyone else remember Casey Keenum when he went
Case
on a roll?
Keenum.
I remember
yep.
that.
Like,
I think
same
it
thing,
was
Sam Darnold and Sam Bradford.
in the last 10 years. Of course, Christian Ponder, but I was right. Case Keenum, Sam Bradford, and Kirk Cousins.
But
They're
let's us not forget this team. Like the team of the Vikings, like the team around Sam Darnold for the Vikings was not made for Sam Darnold.
Yeah, it was made more so to fit kind of around more so around Kirk Cousins. They
No,
didn't
not
really
even
do
like.
much.
If I remember correctly, then who was the first? They drafted a quarterback.
Yeah, JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, so it was built for McCarthy.
I mean, honestly, the system is good though. Like you have two real like Justin Jefferson. I mean, I'm still not a St. Brown fan at the end of the day. Don't hurt me, Lions. But Justin Jefferson's still one of the best wide receivers in the league.
He's currently, I believe, like number 1 wide receiver.
And they have Jordan Addison. You got freaking Aaron Jones from the Packers. Like, bro, the biggest, most spiteful thing in the world. Get released. I'm gonna go join this. I'm gonna go across the state.
I'm literally just going to cross the border. I'm just going to cross state lines real quick, and then yeah, no, fuck you.
That was revenge tour. You know that was.
Oh yeah, 110%. That was his revenge. This is his revenge.
Minnesota will be back. I truly think what we saw from JJ in the preseason was really good. They will be back. Now, will they be competing with the Lions for the NFC North? We don't know yet. We will see as time goes on. They're not the most.
They're not a shoe-in.
The main problem with them right now isn't really their offense. Their offense is good. They have a good, solid core. Their line could use. Everybody's line always can use a little bit of touch-up right now. Yeah. But their defense has been what's been killing them.
What do you mean? They have like one of the top red zone defenses in the league.
Yes, their red zone defense is fantastic, but that doesn't they've had massive big chunk type plays.
I forgot what we were talking about. Are we still talking about the Vikings-Rams game?
Yes.
We got onto a whole ass topic about the NFC North.
All right.
I mean, when you have three teams in the playoffs, you kind of got to.
Yeah. All right, so that
This
actually
is definitely
wraps
an
up.
NFC North playoffs.
Oh, 100%. That wraps up the wild card round. We're going to check our previews. We got Houston versus Chiefs, as we all want the Texans to beat the Chiefs. But realistically, Mahomes is going to do Mahomes things, especially in the cold of Arrowhead, and Houston plays indoors. Hi, Ducky.
Hold on. Let's us not forget as well, the Texans right now have been playing like absolute slop for the entirety of this year. That sophomore slump is hitting fucking CJ Stroud like a goddamn Mack truck.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, I thought he was doing good until we beat him.
He was doing
Barely won against him.
the reason why is like this second half of the season he's just been awful.
Yeah.
The first half of the season he was fine. After week 8, it just went downhill from there. However, for all those in apparently it is hard to hear Mac. But I'm going to take a quick hydration break. So everybody do the same.
You should be able to hear him a little bit better now, Dougie, I think. maybe. I don't
Julie,
know.
turn up my microphone levels. I can't talk that loud right now.
It's been done. All right. All right. But yeah, realistically, we all want the Chiefs to lose. That's just how it be. He sounds like he's in the other room.
I'm
Don't
trying
worry.
my best right now.
This is our first Porsche, first ever podcast, so it's us having to get used to this type of shit again. Or trying to do shit like this. So we're still, of course, always going to be fine-tuning, fixing things up, getting better microphones as we go on.
That was a jab towards me.
No, realistically, it's... Yeah, you're good, Ducky, you're good. But we're always working hard to fix product so that way we can make everything better. Yes, it's a Dynamac. Alright, on to the next game. Commanders, Lions. I'm pretty sure we're all unanimous in what our prediction is going to be.
If you aren't,
It's going to be the Lions
biting kneecaps.
beating... I'm saying go Lions, fucker.
I know, I'm saying whoever doesn't agree, I'm biting kneecaps.
You'll be fine. I probably would say that it's going to be... It's not going to be the ass-kicking everybody's expecting. I think it's going to be 28-24. I think it's going to be a one-score game. I don't think it's going to be that badly. The mouth to open that wide.
So, for me, I think what I'm most happy about is that like our offense just got better again because we just got Montgomery back. Obviously, we're not going to use him as much, but still, like having Montgomery back is going to help a lot, especially since like JMO has just been going crazy. Or not JMO, Gibbs. Gibbs has been going crazy. What am I saying? JMO also has been going crazy, but
Yeah.
Gibbs just been holding the team. Now he has his partner back. Now we got Sonic and Knuckles. Let's go.
Let's go. One of the things I can also say is we are still unsure of Aiden Hutchinson. We do not know if Hutch will be playing this week or if the Lions make it to next round, if he will be playing. I am going to check in on that real quickly though.
Yeah, go check the news. That's
They said earliest is going to be the divisional round.
This is the divisional.
yeah, we're up, the divisional is upon us.
Or conference, maybe then.
Conference championship that seems more realistic in my opinion.
Conference,
So
I would say. He did have an ear. He did have an earbud in on the sideline the last time they played.
This was just a good week for the Lions, I want to say, because we got a chance to rest. Though a lot of teams that have gone rest, like on the NFC side, have gone like really close to losing. Like last year with the 49ers, they almost lost after their bye. I'm a little nervous. Like the Packers literally almost took him out.
All right, so there is no talks of him being retroacted off the IR. To our knowledge, though, he will be back. He is guaranteeing that he will be back playing if Detroit makes it to the Super Bowl.
Even if he's in crutches.
He's walking without him. He's doing full PT as it is right now. I'm pretty sure he is also on the field working on going at about 50% speed at least of getting his muscle memory back to how it was before the leg injury happened. But yeah, Lions has been unanimous for us all. Up next is the Rams versus the Eagles.
I don't know which team I want to win because
I'm
I'm nervous about facing the Rams again because we've already beat them twice now in the last year. So I'm nervous about a third try. But at the same time, Saquon Barkley terrifies me.
yes.
And also, let's just not forget the Eagles are still really good.
Yeah.
I mean, last game though, the week before the Packers game, weren't they not that good? They're having issues.
That's week 18 of the regular season. They were hardcore resting their starters.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they wanted to rest, make sure everybody was healthy beforehand. They didn't play Saquon week 18, so take that as you will. I'm pretty sure as well.
Saquon's like their leading scorer right now.
They're on the list of people that rested week 18 was Lane Thompson, was their O lineman Lane, as well as Jalen Hurts. So yeah, it was definitely the Eagles were not expected to be playing perfectly that game. But for this game, I hate Philly. I hate the Eagles. I may have grown up 7 years of my life in South Jersey, and the one thing I learned from Eagles fans was fuck Dallas to the day I die.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit of a fan of Deshaun Jackson when he was with the Eagles. But I'm sorry, I can't say go Birds this year. I'm going to have to say go Rams. There's also revenge against the Eagles for the Patriots. So go fuck yourself, Philly. But I think it's probably going to be just like the Lions game. It's going to be a one-score game. I think it's going to be that good of a game that it's going to be tight. It's not going to be a barn burner. I also think this might be... I should have turned those off. I should have turned sound alerts off. Hold on.
How could you hear that from here? Crazy.
Mistake was made. Hold up. I am terribly sorry to chat for that one. I am going to fix something. Let me fix that real quick.
So since I'm like coming in and out of being AFK for the pup's opinion here, I honestly want Rams to win, but if we're being brutally honest, the Eagles might have this.
Either team to me is honestly
Fuck both of them, especially because I'm a Bengals fan. Fuck the Rams.
It was 4 years ago. Get over it. Was it 4 years ago?
Never. And it was only 3.
Alright, give me 1 second as I casually...
At that point, I was fine with being a Los Angeles Lion. Or a Detroit Ram, as people say.
Detroit Ram. Alright. And chat, I am sorry. I have to turn sound alerts off, mainly because we're going to be taking this audio afterhand. Yeah, we're talking about the next round. LA versus Philly. As of right now, we will be we are, if I'm correct, I think almost all of us are choosing LA. Actually, we're all choosing LA.
I'm hoping both teams tie and they both burn the Lions.
I don't want either team to win, but if I have to sleep with one, I'll sleep with the Rams.
Wait, yeah. Actually, let's talk about this. Can you tie in the playoffs?
No. Nope.
Is it just keep playing until winner?
Yes.
You keep going OT until there's a winner.
Okay, well, I hope they have like 15 OTs, and the next time we play them, they lose.
Honestly valid though. Yes, Ducky. All right. Well, we have our opinion on that divisional round. On to the next divisional, being the Ravens versus the Bills.
Bills all the way.
I think we're finally gonna have a going against each other. I'm gonna choose the Ravens for this one.
Stop being a Pats fan.
Ravens. Fuck the Ravens. Bills all the way.
I am a Pats fan.
And I'm a Bengals fan.
I have an issue with both of these teams. Ravens knocked us out the year that they went to the Super Bowl. Bills, AFC East division rivals. Fuck both of these teams with a rusty spoon. Yes, this is football. Fuck both of these teams with a rusty ass spoon. But I would rather choose the Ravens because when Joe Flacco did play, Joe Flacco is from Haddonfield, New Jersey. So, via that logic, I'm going with the Ravens. That and Derrick Henry's too good.
Okay, I'm gonna get. I was gonna say something real fast. I'm gonna go WWE for real fast. Josh Allen is like Cody Rhodes. He needs to finish the story and kick Patrick Mahomes' ass out of the playoffs.
I want Bills. I want the Bills purely for the simple fact that Art Modell in 2000 decided to move the Cleveland Browns to Baltimore and created the Baltimore Ravens. So rooted in their history, I have had deep-seated hatred for the Ravens. So fuck the Ravens. Fuck Lamar Jackson. He's had too many MVP nominations, and he's not even that good.
Yeah, he is kind of a shit quarterback, like comparative to the people that should be winning the MVP.
Fuck Lamar Jackson.
I just want to see Lions versus Bills in the Super Bowl.
Honestly, that would be. Oh my god, the world would be healed by that game.
And either Detroit or Buffalo will burn down to the ground.
All right.
All
right. So that now concludes, of course, the NFL segment of today's podcast. Realistically, it's postseason. Shit's gonna be absolutely wild. No matter.
So make sure to tune in next week whenever we bitch about the divisional round.
Yeah, we're definitely bitching about the divisional round, and we're definitely going to be bitching about who wins the national championship. So, it's to the much dreaded section of this, the college football playoffs. This is.
Who wants to start this landmine?
So here's how we're gonna go about doing this. We're just gonna say fuck. We're actually not gonna say fuck it. We're gonna go all the way to round one, and we're just gonna give light little remarks of how we think each team played, compared to what we thought was going to happen.
Well, so neither of my teams I was rooting for made it. So.
First off, we'll start off with Clemson versus Texas. And I'm not even going to lie. For being the 12th seed, Clemson put up a pretty decent fight against Texas. Winning, even though Texas won 38-24.
It was a lot closer of a game than it should have been.
Exactly. Realistically, I believe this entire postseason, Texas has been playing slow and sluggish all postseason since the SEC championship.
I've been saying this about Texas, like briefly looking at them, which everybody will understand in chat why I have kept my silence while we've been talking about this. I'm a Georgia fan. And I got some fucking words to say about these playoffs and my dogs, but
yeah.
To talk about not Notre Dame, fucking Clemson, Texas, because I have some fucking ammunition to talk about with the Notre Dame game. But to get back onto the actual topic.
Okay,
Cade?
you can hear you.
Sorry, technical interruptions. But as I've been watching these playoffs, I will say Texas has definitely been playing with house money. Like they've 100% playing with house money ever since the SEC championship. They've been playing with house money.
Yeah, they got lucky with the two teams that they faced off against being Clemson and Arizona State. Arizona State, I will say,
All right.
deserves it a little bit better, but we'll get to that in a second. I still say fuck Texas, like as a whole.
Fuck Texas.
Go Horns.
Hook them down.
Yeah, going down to hell apparently.
Yeah. All right, so now we move on to the next game, which was a fucking bloodbath of a game.
This one actually upset me. I was like, damn.
Yeah, Tennessee versus Ohio State, 42-17.
I want Tennessee to do so well in this game, and then they got knocked out first. Bro.
Look, I said it beforehand. Sorry, chat.
Dude, you think
Tennessee this year has been kind of playing sluggish. They had not been playing their best football. They did play well enough that they got to this point. I can't help if I'm dying. Anyway, Ohio State's just a better team. Ohio State right now is quite literally the favorite to win this championship this year, and I fucking hate it.
Cade, I think it's our fault.
Realistically, I would say that it is our fault. Ohio State's been playing with a fire on their ass that I haven't seen since the last time they beat Michigan, which is been a while.
4 years.
So they're playing with a fire on their ass. They don't want Ryan Day to be fired. Ryan Day is actually having good play calls for once. And they're doing all right. I hate that I'm complimenting a bitter rival that I absolutely fucking hate.
Yeah, they can go fuck themselves. Sorry, yeah. I had to go retrieve food, so make sure we're all staying well fed and well hydrated, y'all.
I just want to say the 8-seeded team is not going to be referenced as they who shall not be named. Because that's how I view them.
Yeah, but sorry for any Ohio State fans. You're going to hear a lot of bitching and dunking on them here, because I'm also a Georgia fan, and Georgia, the only external rival outside of Alabama from the SEC, from any other team outside of Clemson, Alabama, and fucking Florida,
and Georgia Tech.
Oh, that's an interstate rival, different, not non-conference. Conference rival will forever be Alabama. But no, we will also have distinctive hate for fucking Ohio State, and that is purely for the one national championship in 2023.
Yeah. All right. Moving on from us bitching about Ohio State. Alabama. God damn it, Ducky.
Alabama, more like it.
Oh, 100%. The next matchup, yeah, that was honestly I expected
Roll Tide,
it.
I guess. Roll Tide.
Fuck Roll Tide. The next matchup, Penn State beating SMU, 38-10. Honestly, SMU was
predictable.
Was very predictable. They're a hot weather team going into a cold weather environment. And being a victim of the almighty whiteout of Penn State. So with those those two those three factors, they weren't going to win. The SMU tried, but Penn State was just a better team.
All around.
Exactly. Realistically, I had Penn State as my favorite to hopefully go and win this national championship. But we saw how that went. Next up, Notre Dame versus Indiana.
Predictable.
So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of had the other team I was hoping to do well was Indiana because it's like they're kind of a rare team to make the playoffs, and seeing this kind of sucks.
Yeah, I mean, it was a 10-point game. Still a 2-score game, but they only lost by 10, which is impressive in its own, seeing as how Notre Dame is, how good of a team Notre Dame really is.
Welcome.
I'm aware, fuck them for you. I did pick Notre Dame to win this game. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, I just noticed this. And this is just me just overthinking this, but how is it that Indiana was ranked 10th and they lost by 10, and then Notre Dame was ranked 7th and both teams had 7 at the end of their score?
We're not getting into the, are they Hunchback? No, they are not the Hunchback of Notre Dame. They are the Fighting Irish!
And you tried so hard with that accent.
No, my throat's just not working right now with me having a cough. Normally I can do a much better fire. Yes. Normally I can do a much better Irish accent, as Cade can testify.
Yeah.
But this has definitely fucked me over. All right, so that's the end of the first round. On to the quarterfinals. So we have Texas versus Arizona State. Realistically, I had my shoe in. I wanted Arizona State to win. That's for everybody. All right, all three of us, we are to stretch. Fuck, why am I drawing a blank? But I know what it is. Fuck you.
The Road Warriors.
Yeah, Road Warriors. Bro, I don't know if I can do that, honestly. Oh, well. Okay, actually, I did do it. There you go. I'm surprised that actually worked. All right. On to the quarterfinals. Texas versus Arizona. I will say I had Arizona winning. My dad's an alumni of ASU. That and still fuck Texas to the day I die. Arizona State realistically should have won that game. But of course Texas playing with house money kind of got the house luck.
Archie Manning start this year?
Nope. Arch Manning. So Quinn Ewers just declared for the draft. So Arch will be playing this next season. Which, fuck, Texas is about to actually be good.
I was gonna say, like,
I pray Gunnar Stockton actually does his fucking job next year.
I'm just like thinking about this. Like, if he's anything like, wait, whose son is he? Is he Peyton's or Eli's?
No, neither. He's their nephew.
I think he's the oldest brother's child.
Yeah, I think it's the oldest brother that was the better of the three brothers.
But he didn't play at the professional level.
Well, he got to the professional level, and then he had some sort of like major health issues that prevented him from ever seeing the field. But yeah, so of course Texas wins. No shock. It was a double overtime game, which is a thrilling game in its own right. It was at least a game that kept you on the edge of your seat the entire time.
Mhm.
Charge battery?
My headset's dying.
Oh.
Oh. I think
Do we
that's
want-
realistically all we can really say about this game. It was good. It was good. That Arizona State running back, fucking amazing. Scatterbo, I think is what his last name was. Bro was the entire offense, literally. If he didn't declare for the draft and he stays to try to get Arizona back to the college playoffs, I wouldn't be surprised to see Arizona State possibly make it again next year.
Potentially.
Yes, if they could actually get a quarterback. The biggest shock game of the college football
We should
playoffs.
probably skip this game. I don't want to talk about this game.
I don't want to talk about this game either, but at the same
I
time,
don't
we still
either.
have to. Ohio State beating the number 1 ranked Oregon Ducks.
By 20.
I'm pretty sure it was a unanimous decision amongst the three of us that we were all rooting for Oregon.
We
fuck Ohio
expected
State.
more from Oregon.
Yeah. I will stand by what I've been saying since this game happened. If Oregon wasn't held to only the 1 touchdown in the first half, Oregon was going to win. Mainly because Oregon had a fire come out of that locker room that I hadn't seen from a team since last year's Michigan Ohio State game.
You know, I just realized. I'm looking at the playoffs, the quarterfinals. All 4 top teams got eliminated in the quarterfinals.
Yep.
Yeah. In my opinion, I feel, at least when it came to college football, unlike at the NFL level, giving a team a break fucks them. Like, seriously fucks them. Because the other
first round
teams
bye was a mistake.
Yeah.
gotta take care of the Pookies. Yes, Ducky. Thank you. We appreciate the stretch. A lot of these games are shockers. Minus Boise State. They didn't actually deserve to be in the playoffs. Realistically,
I will give Boise State their flowers. They had their moment in the sun, but after that, I'm sorry, lads, you gotta go.
yeah,
I
they
mean,
did not do
They had
anything.
one of the closer games. They had one of the closer games though. Like other than Texas and Arizona, they were closer than Oregon was, and we'll talk about the Georgia game, Cade, in a bit. But,
We already know what's about to happen.
Oh, I
Mhm.
thought something.
Penn State, Boise State. I will forever say this: the Mountain West does not deserve anything when it comes to playoffs, unless it's an undefeated team from the Mountain West. Boise State, the only reason they're at all in this is because of the fact that they had a Heisman runner-up running back. And I will not be afraid to say that. That Boise State team was the most overhyped team going into this postseason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they kept it close. That's the thing.
They didn't.
Everyone
That's not close.
bad though.
31 to 14. That's close.
That's an
Compared to
ass
41 to
kicking.
21, yes. Comparing 41 to 21, yes.
That's the same level of ass kicking.
Yeah.
It's a couple points less. And yeah.
They true like if it was they made it in and they were a lower seed, fine. I would have been fine with that. realistically, Texas probably should have been the 4th seed with Arizona at the 3 seed. I don't know. We won't know because at this point, who knows?
Yeah, it's a what if.
Yeah. There's nothing we could have done. It's over. It's done with. Boise State, you're a fraud.
And I like Boise State too.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like,
Mom went to San Diego State. Fuck anybody else in the Mountain West.
See, like, I just have like, just purely because of a few of the historical players for Boise State were just absolute, like, the stories behind some of the players for them were absolute, like, they deserved a lot of the success they had before this.
All I will say is at least it wasn't BYU. Ain't no fucking way we have some Mormons going to the postseason.
Oh my god, I would have laughed so hard if the fucking Mormons went to the postseason.
Fucking Mormons that get married, not even two. Not, I've heard stories of some of them Mormons in fucking BYU having gotten married not even 2 hours after meeting each other and starting dating.
That makes sense, given BYU.
Yes, but then again, you also have to remember they end up getting divorced maybe a year later.
Typically, yeah.
Yeah, which sucks. And luckily, at that point, they don't have anything to their fucking names. So it's just all right. Excuse me. Excuse you for what, Ducky? Yes, you heard me correct. There have been Mormons that got married 2 hours after meeting. Anyway, we're now getting sidetracked from that. If anything, Ducky, after we're done with the podcast, we can rant about that further. On to the dreaded game that I'm not ready. I'm half tempted to take my headphones off and go downstairs and just get a drink of water.
I'll do you one better. Hey, Cade, I just want to let you know, after the Indiana loss, I was rooting for the Irish. Take my headphones off now.
Oh, no. I will say my piece first for this game before you go off, Cade. I'll say it. Notre Dame played like they had the bigger balls. And realistically, Kirby pulled the Kirby. I'm sorry, my friend, but fuck y'all's coach. Y'all's coach fucked you over so fucking badly. I am one that I will tell you this. Realistically, I was rooting for Georgia. But because of who my coworker is, the one that's having the kid, and him being such an obnoxious, like, all Atlanta, all Georgia supporter, I was rooting for the Irish just to spite him. But I still wanted Georgia to win.
Did you turn down his camera?
Yeah. Chat, you guys can't see this, but our boy Cade here just turned on his camera, and he has the look of crazy in his eye right now.
As X-Nation played in the background.
Yeah, he has X going. This is not going to be good. I'm gonna finish up my thing. Notre Dame, youngest coach in college football playoff history right now. He has a good culture in that building. He is definitely doing the right thing with that team in the right moments. He's not forcing anything too crazy with this team. I am proud of what Notre Dame has done in the factor of this is, if I'm correct, this is his first year coaching for Notre Dame. So I give credit to where credit's due. I am going to take my headphones off and I am running downstairs. Enjoy this rant, chat. I am so sorry for what's about to happen.
I was like, shoot, I think we were delayed the inevitable. Cade, I'm sticking to my guns with what I said. Go Irish. You have the floor now.
Chat, I'll be back.
Kirby
Enjoy this.
fucking smart could coach his way out of a fucking paper bag and into 2 national championships. How the fuck can he not beat a battered Notre Dame team? He could not outcoach Notre Dame. He could not outplay Notre Dame. And even with the injury to whatever the fuck his fucking face is, fuckboy McGee, Gunnar Stockton played good football in their final week. He played some damn good football. But the moment he gets the start, oh my god, I'm dying. I'm having an aneurysm because there's no fucking way the second-ranked team in all of the college football playoffs could go down to the 7th seed. You're two-time national champion, Georgia Bulldogs. That's exactly what we have. We have the absolute fucking table scraps that was Alabama, because the only thing that Kirby Smart can hang his hat on nowadays is the fact that he coached under Saban. I want heads on pikes over this shit. I want to know who fucked what pooch somewhere. Because someone screwed the pooch.
You need a hug, Cade.
No, I need a fucking natty. That's what I need. But no, Georgia just can never have nice things.
No, they cannot. Shoot. I mean, I know it's not recent, but it's still 28-3.
Yes, let's bring up the reason why I'm not an Atlanta fan. How to kill off hope in a city, and how to kill off hope in a city in 25 minutes.
And the worst part is you're sitting next to two fans.
Yep.
Is it done?
No. I think there's a little bit left because I just brought up 28-3.
I don't think he's going to do something about that right now, at least.
Nah, 28-3. That happened That happened almost a decade ago. I don't care. It's just the reason why I'm not a Falcons fan. Fuck the Falcons. Fucking chokers. All they are, just chokers. That's been the entire definition of the Atlanta Falcons. Of the Atlanta Falcons is just like they've just been chokers. There's an omen that we have, and that's beware of the choking Falcon. Never score 28-3.
All right, moving on to the semifinals. Because we don't want to start this fire any more than it already has been started.
Hey, okay,
Ohio
give me the
State.
OSU missed field goal against Georgia, bro. I'll send you clips.
Ohio State versus Texas, 28-14. All I can say is this would have been fun, even funnier if it was 28-3 possibility. But no, Ohio State held down the house, and I hate that. I realistically think Texas should have won that game, but that's just me. Fuck Ohio State. I'm pretty sure we all share the same resentment right now about Ohio State for this entire playoffs. Anybody want to add anything?
Except for the championship right now, I you know what? Fuck it. You know what? I'll sleep with the enemy because I'm pissed the fuck off at Notre Dame. Fuck Notre Dame.
Go fight the Irish.
Don't care. Get them the fuck out of here. They don't deserve it.
I mean,
they're not even in a conference. Why are they in the playoffs?
Their play this year has been phenomenal.
Don't care. They don't deserve to be here.
Anyway, on to the Penn State Notre Dame game. This is the proof in itself that they deserved to be in this national championship, beating
Don't care.
a really good Penn State team, 27-24.
I will leave my opinion at fuck Notre Dame. I really should have, honestly, okay. All jokes aside, all me memeing as a Georgia fan, being angry at the fact that Kirby Smart couldn't fucking think his way out of a paper bag. I genuinely did want Penn State to win that game. I genuinely think Penn State should have won. All hate against Notre Dame aside, I genuinely think Penn State was the better team. But in the moment, they faltered.
Yeah, Dylan is a young gun. He's a young gun quarterback. He started the entire season, but
he just wasn't ready he wasn't ready for as bright a lights as the semifinals of the college football playoffs.
Yeah. Realistically, Penn State should have. That defense is phenomenal. Notre Dame just had slightly better luck this game.
And that's they've had that magic 4-leaf clover shoved up their ass all season.
Yeah, that is true, but then again, it's the Irish. What do you expect?
Fuck them.
No Irish.
And now the preview game: Ohio State versus Notre Dame. Again, me and Mac have already stated we are rooting for the Irish because fuck Ohio State, because this is the biggest enemy, number one, to us.
Right now, I have so much of vitriolic emotional hate towards Notre Dame right now. I just want to see the world burn.
I just looked at this. Do you want to know what the worst part about this all is?
What?
Guess where the game is being taken place?
Where is it taking place?
In my hometown.
Oh, it's in Atlanta? Oh,
It's
I'm
in Georgia.
so sorry. I am so sorry for you, my friend.
I just looked at this. I'm like, bro, it's gonna take place in Atlanta, Georgia, on January 20th.
So, for those of you that don't want to watch the inauguration because either you hate the person that's going in as president, or you just don't give a rat's ass about politics, you at least have something entertaining to possibly watch.
We will definitely be doing our play-by-play.
I would do a play-by-play, but I will not be at home for
I will do it on my Twitch channel.
I'll join you if I'm not working. We'll just do a play-by-play together.
You can hear more vitriolic hate towards Notre Dame coming from me because fuck Notre Dame, fuck Ohio State, and fuck Alabama.
So this is what I'm gonna say as far as it goes. My thoughts for this game. Ohio State this playoff hasn't played a good defense. They have not played against any good defense. Texas has been their best test. I personally think if Notre Dame's going to win this game, it's going to be their defense is going to play the best game of their lives in this game. Even better of a defense than what they put up against Georgia.
No, they have to if they want to win.
Yeah. That's like make or break.
I personally think Notre Dame is going to have much more of a dog in this fight and have much more of shut the fuck up on that one. Going to have much more fight than Ohio State. Only reason Ohio State has any sort of fight in this championship playoffs is because of the fact that they got their ass handed to them by Michigan, who was not even ranked for the first time in this rivalry in a little bit.
And they still won.
Exactly.
Boring.
They only want to go and win this just so they could go and say that they could not beat. If they had to face Michigan in this game, Michigan more than likely was winning against them again. Because the one thing the Irish and one thing Michigan do better than anybody in college football is play like a team and not as individuals. That's why Notre Dame, until this playoff run, never wore nameplates on the back of their jerseys. They've always had no nameplates because it's not for the name on the back of the jersey. It's always for the name that's on the front of that jersey.
Either way, fuck both teams. I don't want either one of them to win. Fuck this natty.
Can we just have like a national championship tie and no one wins the championship?
No, because both teams would then win the natty if it was a tie.
They'd be co-champions, and that would be AIDS.
We haven't had a co-champion in like 20, 30 years at this point.
Pretty much.
I do have some trivia for you guys since we're talking about this. So I was looking up like who has the most national championships, and who do you guys think it is?
Alabama.
Either Alabama or Ohio State.
It's actually funny. Alabama is number 2. The number 1 team that has the most national championships is Yale.
That's right.
Okay, that's because that's the early years of football. If we're counting modern age, it's Alabama.
It's Alabama, hands down, no questions asked. They have been the only reason they've been as good of a team is because of Saban.
Now that Saban's gone, the only victory that they were able to hang their hats up on this year was fucking Georgia.
See what you did too. Brought it back up.
I didn't bring that up.
No, it's because we started talking about Alabama, and Alabama, the only team that the only legitimate team that they managed to beat this year was Georgia.
Now, even though it's been a long ass time ago, we're going to talk about something that's about to piss somebody else off in this call. And I'm pretty sure Cade knows which game I'm talking about, seeing as we have a veteran in this call.
Oh, yeah, that one.
We had the Army-Navy game this year. This was probably...
there he goes. So, for context for everybody in chat, both me and Chu were going for Navy this year. Me to honor my boy, a Seaman Long, buddy, love you. Or now former Seaman Long, love you, buddy. But yeah, no, and Mac was going for Army, so you had 2 Navy boys and an Army boy, Army boy.
Now, this year. And this is even more impressive as well. So, outside of the factor, Navy had won 31 to
I'm not
13
gonna lie, I turned
in a
you down to
rout.
0 because I don't want to hear this bullshit right now.
I mean,
Tell him he better turn me the fuck back up because
you
this
better
is not.
you better turn them back up because this is not how this podcast is going to work.
Yeah.
No.
But and you got like you just had to hear me go on a tirade against Notre Dame, and y'all provoked me. And so let's be honest, Mac. You also got to remember my best friend was in the Navy. So that's the only
Exactly.
reason why. That's the only reason why
Let's-
I cared, because my best friend was in the Navy.
We had
Wasn't
the
great wearing a lot
Shouts
of
out
guys
loud.
who are not- So sad.
the
Alright.
quarterback alone in this game had 4 touchdowns for the Navy. 2 through the air, 2 on the ground. He ran for 204 yards on the ground and 107 in the air. By all means, the Army and the Navy both suck ass when it comes to the pass game. They are heavy run games. But this is one thing I love this year versus past years. We actually throw the fucking ball now. And I love it.
It's almost like there was a coaching philosophy change.
Yeah, because if I remember, can't remember his name, but it was this Hawaiian dude that was in charge of the Navy team as head coach for a long time. And then they finally changed it up. Both teams this year. Oh, who the fuck am I kidding? I'm biased as fuck. The Navy had better uniforms, in my opinion. You went with the Jolly Rogers of the Jolly Roger fighter squadron off the carriers. Beautiful, amazing, loved it. It was so cool. I love that jersey. I legit bought that jersey. From that, proceed to go to the bowl game that the Navy played in, beating Oklahoma 21 to 20.
The fact that the Navy was even in a bowl game to begin with is just surprising.
I mean, they're 9-3. They were going to get a bowl game anyway.
I mean, just in general, the fact that they even went 9-3 and were ranked in the first place, that never happens. Hello there.
Hi, sis.
Oh, it's River. Hey, what's up,
Yeah,
River?
it's Rip.
No.
Hi, sis. Yes, hi. Welcome to the podcast. We're talking about sports right now. We're actually about to end our talk in a second on college football. And we're going to be transitioning to the next part, which is going to be hockey. A lot has been going on in the world of hockey this year so far.
I have not been paying attention.
I'm honestly
Fair enough for the both of you. You guys can just react to whatever I say. So last year the Washington Capitals, and I'm gonna. Fair enough, sis. So last year Washington barely squeaked into the playoffs with a negative goals for differential.
Speaking of which, by the way, there is currently my Leafs are playing New Jersey. I'm a Leafs fan, by the way. Leafs are playing New Jersey as we speak. Washington's playing Ottawa. Anaheim is playing Tampa. Detroit is playing Florida. Philadelphia is playing New York, and Calgary's playing St. Louis. Nashville is playing Chicago. Montreal is playing Dallas, and the Seattle's playing Winnipeg, and New York is playing Utah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's starting to get into the NBA. Wrong team. Oh, no, that's NHL.
Yeah.
I forgot Utah has a team now.
Yeah. That's still the shocker that the Arizona Coyotes are now the Utah Hockey Club. So
Oh
the
yeah, I
major,
forgot they were Arizona.
yeah, the major thing is Washington last year, negative goal for differential. Shouldn't have been a playoff team. Had no reason being in the playoffs. They made some good moves in the offseason. They made good draft picks. They are they made their best signing this offseason in Logan Thompson. Who has been phenomenal for us in this lovely stretch that we've been on. The Caps had gone from a negative goal for differential to a plus 46 goal differential. The second best goals for differential in the league, second to the Winnipeg Jets. That is the only team better when it comes to scoring goals than us. And even then, they've only outscored us goals for wise by 3. On top of that, Ovechkin was off to such a good start to this season before he got a leg injury. And even while he was away with his leg injury, the Caps kept going, kept chugging along. They had been on such an impressive streak. Right now, their last 10 is 6-1-3. And they're playing like they're going to be a cup contender this year. And of course, the big thing that's on everybody's mind when it comes to Washington, Alexander Ovechkin. He is currently at, I think it was 22 goals to break the record. Let me get that real quickly. If I go to... Oh, wait, I have that tab already.
I currently have the Senators Caps game on, and they're currently in first overtime. 3 minutes left, and Ottawa has firm control of the puck.
Right now though, it looks more like they will be going to
It looks like it's a second. It looks like we're going to go in a second overtime.
Nah, it'll be to a shootout.
Yeah.
So I was correct. Ovechkin is 22 goals away from breaking the record. Please, for the love of God, Washington, get Ovi on the ice. Oh my God! As I say that!
What?
Yes, we're on to Hockey Ducky. You're behind on the feed, but I just got the best fucking news ever. Take
Hold
that.
on.
What are the Capitals leaving and moving state?
No,
Damn.
they are not leaving the city of DC. I am sorry, sis.
Oh, we thought that was bad. You should have seen Kate's rant earlier.
Yeah, his rant earlier was a lot worse than what I just did. And we're not going to relive that. If you want to relive that, you can go over to YouTube, where you will have access
Whenever
to
we
watch the
eventually
entirety
release this episode.
Oh, no, this will automatically upload to my channel.
If you want to watch the full unedited VOD, you can find it there.
Yes. Are you caught up yet with what happened?
No. They just dropped the puck on his own. Ottawa has control. 2 minutes left. OT. Minute 48. Minute 46. And yep, they just go. Yep. Yep, he just scored.
Yep.
That's game.
Alexander Ovechkin scores the game-winning goal in overtime against the Sens bringing his goal count now to 21 to break the record. They were playing the Ottawa Senators and won the game in overtime.
As we're on stream talking about it, well, I go and look at my handy dandy little tool, and we get to watch as Ovechkin scores another career goal.
Yes, Ovi is now that comes to be the next topic. Do we think the Great Eight, the greatest Russian hockey player of all time, is going to beat the record this season?
If he keeps playing like this, yes.
Do we think he has a chance to put up 50 goals again?
Maybe. It really depends on how the rest of his season plays out. If he remains healthy, then 100% yes. However, if he sustains even a mild injury, he's probably his body is probably going to give out on him.
Fair.
We do have to take into account the man is 39 years old. Like you told me earlier, the man's 39 years old. He's not invincible.
He's Superman.
Wear and tear will catch up to him. Let's just hope it doesn't. Let's just hope it doesn't happen before he sets that record.
Bones get old. Yes, exactly. He is, I believe, one of the oldest players in the league as it is right now. Yes, he is 39 years old.
So he's on the wrong side of 35.
Yeah. Granted, we've also seen the person that he passed like 2 years ago, Gordie Howe, play into his 70s. That man was also built and probably was smoking some sort of crack. That kept him playing.
Or he was on copious amounts of cocaine.
Or that. He is a good... I will never say anything bad. Gordie, fantastic hockey player. If it wasn't for the fact that Ovechkin was and the Caps are my team, I probably would be a Red Wings fan. Probably to the amaze of somebody in this call.
Uh-oh. Wait, what? Huh?
I do have some for Cade and Twin to know, but that'll be on Discord. Okay, so you'll just check Discord at some point. I don't know when.
I'm always looking at Discord, so
true. Also, good news for you. The Leafs forced overtime. Austin Matthews scored the game-tying goal.
Let's go, Leaf!
Now they're into
Beware
overtime.
the Leaf. Beware the Leaf.
Ducks and Lightning are tied 3 apiece with 12 seconds left in the game. As we speak and looking at this, Philly is up on the Isles right now, 3-2. The Blues are up.
Skis.
Yeah, sorry, Skis. Wait, is he an Islanders fan?
Yes, he is.
Damn. I mean, on the bright side, Barzell did score. I'm trying to see. The other Isles goal was Bo Horvat. Hold up. Alright, going down. Rangers and Utah are tied up at 2 apiece. The Jets and Kraken are tied 1 apiece in second intermission. The Canadiens and Stars are also tied 1 apiece. Chicago is up 2-1 against the Predators right now in the second period. And the Blues are up 4-1 against Calgary. Still to play, we got Edmonton versus Colorado and the Kings versus the Canucks. I think the Kings are going to win that game. no holds bar. I think that's going to be a good Kings win. But that is, of course, the best. That is the more exciting news as far as it goes for hockey right now. I think we do need to, of course, address the elephant in the room for the MLB side of things. Roki, it's the one and only person that everybody is currently talking about in LA, Toronto, and San Diego. Roki Sasaki, the Japanese, 23-year-old Japanese pitcher that is currently a free agent and is wanting to play in the MLB. The three teams that... and Leaf score. William Nylander wins the game for the Toronto Maple Leafs, unless it gets called back. They, of course, have to review any and all scores that happen in overtime.
We'll say, for MLB, go Tigers.
You're just an all Michigan guy.
You blame me?
I mean, you are... No, I can't blame you, honestly. But...
Should I rock the Pistons basketball?
But Roki Sasaki, 23-year-old prodigy from Japan. Japan has been putting out some of the best pitchers I have ever seen as of recent. One of the things so this past season of play that he did, he has a 10 wins, 5 losses. He had a 2.35 ERA, which is fantastic. The year before was a 1.78 and a 2.2 the year before. His career in the 4 seasons that he played, he has a 2.2 or 2.02 ERA, something that is astronomical to think of because Japanese baseball is built different than the MLB. It's entertaining. It's amazing. They tend to do such fun and creative things there that it's amazing. And I love the culture that baseball's has brought to Japan. Now the main story of it is, where is he going? Is he going to LA? Is he coming to San Diego? Is he going to Toronto? I'm hoping he comes to San Diego. I am a Padres fan, of course. I want him in San Diego. We need to bolster up our pitching rotation, because if I'm correct, I believe, I don't know what our pitching rotation is looking like right now, at least for our starting 5.
Hey, you.
What?
Go Dodgers.
Go fuck yourself.
I am a Braves fan. Fuck you. And before I get inundated with because I'm a Braves fan, it's my childhood team.
I mean,
I'm also a native of the city.
Alright, I am looking primarily to see what is going on here real quickly from what I can tell. Alright, so right now the rotation is still Dylan Cease, Michael King, Yu Darvish, Joe Musgrove, who is on the tail end of that rotation, mainly due to the amount of his elbow concerns right now. Randy Vasquez, who I am mildly concerned about. Matt Walden, which I'm also incredibly concerned about, mainly because of his knuckle. He's a knuckleballer, so his knuckleball has been very inconsistent. Safe to say that we really, we really need. We need to tie down. We need to get this guy. If we don't get this guy, our starting rotation might be really shaky. Our bullpen is really good. We've had a pretty good bullpen this past season, and I'm still very, very happy with how it is. I'm only scared about our closer. And I have no idea what's going on with the rest of the team right now. I know we're currently... I don't know what's going on with Luis Ariz. I don't know if we're trying to trade him, because he is apparently supposed to be having a $10 million contract year this season. So being able to alleviate some of that cap off of our plate would be good. The next major issue is the fact that I believe we've lost Ha-Sung Kim. Yeah, we lost Ha-Sung Kim. Fuck. But on the bright side, we still have Manny. We still have Tatis. Please God save me now. We need a miracle right now, and this pitcher will definitely change this team. But
y'all need a hero, and there's only one that's available, and pray to God he is that hero.
Well, so that's the thing. If we can't get this guy, the next best thing, and I know some people are gonna cringe when I say the name, is Trevor Bauer. Trevor Bauer, we could sign to a league minimum deal. 1 year, $1 million, if I remember correctly, is the minimum. And that could change our rotation for the better. Trevor's said it himself. Side note to sports. It's predicted that Borderlands 4 comes out around September or October this year. So yeah. Fuck! Shit! God damn it, Tim! Honestly, this is perfect timing anyway, because
Holy shit, Hayden.
he's my sub alert is the Washington Capitals goal horn. So this makes a lot of sense to go ahead and play, especially after Ovechkin's the one that scored. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, buddy.
Wait, does that mean did you hit your goal?
No.
No, that was 10, and the goal is 50.
We're casually no, it is 25, and I am trying to read what that says. Where are we at? We're 10 away. So back to the talking page. We're 10 away from the goal for ghost hunting. Again, thank you, Bud, for the 10 gift subs. You're a legend. You actually now, just by doing that alone, has set the new record for the hype train on my channel, which is, I don't know how to feel. And you unintentionally became the number 2 gifter on my channel.
So shouts out to Head Wavy.
Yes, give him
AKA
all the love.
Boy Timmy.
And I'm actually going to do this real quickly because bro deserves it. Go ahead. Motherfucker! Alright, we're now 9 away. And you just set it to level 4, you fucker.
Themselves their own, like, they didn't sub themselves. So I'm like, bro, at least sub 2. You did good, Hayden.
All right, for those that don't know, go ahead, give my boy Hated Wavy a follow. He is currently on the road to affiliate, so go ahead, hit him with the follow. He's amazing. He's a good dude. And honestly, he's a lot of fun to hang out with. I like this. I love this dude. He's amazing. Keep up what you're doing, homie. But yeah, baseball. That's realistically it, honestly, when it comes to that. What the fuck? Thank you for the 10 bits, Mac. That's realistically it for baseball. Only news that's really of much prevalence for anybody is the whole factor that Roki had narrowed his options for the teams that he will sign with to 3. In LA, San Diego, and Toronto. 2 of the teams that he has chosen are playoff contenders or World Series contenders. So, the other is he kind of is going to fuck himself over, but is going to get a good amount of money.
It's like, if we're going to play for a shitty franchise, at least bring home a bag.
Exactly.
I get people who do that, though. You achieved success in your career. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either. All right, we've done baseball, we've done hockey, we've done football.
I don't think any of us here pay attention to the NBA.
I don't pay attention.
Like the Pistons. That's pretty much
now,
it.
how much was it to me?
Pistons got beat by the Pacers.
Don't worry about it. We're not going to do it.
My most recent knowledge of basketball is NBA Jam. So if that helps you guys.
I mean, fair enough.
Yeah, so we're just not gonna touch that.
No.
It was 9. Yes, it was 9.
No.
Yeah, so it was in fact 9, if I remember correctly.
I hate it here.
And just so you know, if you get to explain, what does the 25 get you?
Alright, so we get to the 25. I'm trying to remember everybody that's going to be involved with it, but me, sis, my VR sister here, who's my lovely mod, as well as the resident dumbass, Salted, are all going to go on a ghost hunting trip at some point. There are going to be others that might come along. We will still have to see on that. If
Wait, like IRL?
Go. Yeah, IRL, ghost hunting.
Bet.
Which is going to suck for me more because now I'm going to have to fucking do the research and shit.
I mean, we can just come down to Georgia. There's a haunted property. You cannot throw a stone and not find a haunted property here.
Just go Savannah.
Yeah, I've heard bad things with, or some of them hauntings down in Savannah are pretty bad.
Chat, if Chew gets 20 gifted subs, he will go to TwitchCon.
That is a horribly low number.
I was about to say, to go to TwitchCon, it needs to be more like 150, 200.
Why?
Yeah, I would need 200 subs alone to be able to do that.
Chat, for the easy donation of 200 gifted subs, you could send your boy over here.
You are aware that just for 100 is 500, right?
Yeah.
That we're not doing that. Maybe and find the place. Yeah, so right now we're thinking of a warship. Which warship? Don't know yet. We're going to figure that out. We have a couple options to choose from. The Wisconsin, the North Carolina. There's one down in... There's I think the Yorktown in South Carolina as well.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I got a hype chest. Hold up. Let's open this real quickly. That's adorable. This is what if it'll... True. This is what I got from the chest.
True.
I got a red card.
5,000 train.
But yeah, we will be choosing a location. I will figure it out eventually. If we can't find anything easy, then we will just try to plan a massive trip with a bunch of people, have hotels and everything figured out at some point uh, over the course of the next year to 2 years to figure it out.
I want to go.
Well, I'm still figuring it out. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing yet, as far as it goes for that. I would love to go to the school though. The one that Sam and Colby own.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool.
I just don't know how well that's gonna go. But Jesus Christ, I haven't seen this many subs on this channel, and I have never seen this many subscribers at one point. Holy shit! This feels weird.
Hey, you deserve it. Everyone, give him a sub to chew.
No. No.
You cannot give me money yet.
Give
yes.
so we can start getting subs. They both deserve it.
Yeah.
Be sure to go follow me over at twitch.tv/whoscade.
Yes, follow Cade and give Chew all your subs.
I'm broke. Spammed him last time. True. All right, now we're going to all of our favorite. Well, about to be probably our favorite section of the podcast, the going on a rant segment of this podcast. Everybody gets a chance to go on a rant. Yes, I'm aware. Cade gets a second one. He gets to have fun.
I had my Georgia rant. I don't think there's much else that I could go on about.
Okay, well, fair enough.
Did you shout us out?
All right, Cade has no rant. Oh wait. For this segment, he's already done his Kirby Smart rant. Let me go ahead and just there's that. And then we can also have here these are the two that are in this podcast, so give them all the love as well. Throw shit at Mac.
No.
He deserves it.
No, I don't deserve it. I'm a piece of shit. Leave me alone.
You're not a piece of shit, fucker.
There's a reason I'm a dinosaur.
Rawr.
That's that. No! No, we're not starting that shit again. Anyway, on to the rant section of this podcast where we can go ahead. You can rant about whatever you want to rant about, as far as it goes for sports. So, Cade's already done his, so you get to have fun right now, buddy. Have fun, Mac. You get to do your rant.
Rant. I am done.
Seriously? That's it?
Tell me, no sports franchises right now that we're pissed off at?
I mean, not really. Like, yeah, the Navy beat Army, but Army still had a kick-ass record. Like, Lions did good this year. The number 1 seed. Michigan still beat Ohio State. Tigers made the playoffs. Like, I don't follow the Red Wings that much, but I know they just got done with the win streak. Don't really follow the Pistons that much, but I don't know. It's the Pistons. So I really have nothing. Sports-wise, I have nothing to really be mad about.
Excuse me, chat.
At least as a homer. If there's any teams I'm specifically mad at, honestly, I just want to laugh. I just want to laugh at the NFC North teams that thought they were gonna beat us this year, and they end up getting their ass kicked in the first round of the playoffs. Like, Vikings actually thought they had a chance against us. People were actually betting the Vikings to beat us. I think someone even in this call thought the Vikings were going to beat us.
No.
Chew.
I only said that really to get a reaction of you, honestly.
I said Chew had the Vikings beating the Lions because they thought because of all the injuries, and then we just just slapped them across the face with that.
Just that.
And then they get
Smacked
kicked
them
out
around
by us.
Smacked him around for smacked him around for a half hour straight.
I really have no issues. Not to mention, I'm still proud. I'm actually proud of us, the NFC North, for doing so well as well. Yeah, it sucks being a tough division, but
Thank you, Skelly, for the follow.
Hey, baby, love you, dear.
Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, hey, we made the goal. Or well, not exactly a something that had like a goal set to it, but we reached 300 followers live on camera. Woo! Let's go! We're now at 300. Probably, honestly. I wouldn't be too surprised by that. There's a chance I could have got to 300 at one point, and then people, either Twitch said "fuck you."
Yeah. Yes, River Dragon Skelly that is my fox. That is the love of my life.
All right, road to 300 is now officially over. Now it's on to the road to 500. So let's go. I'm gonna casually just update that real quick to now 500, not 5,600. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm not that good yet. So 500, and now place this at 300. And then I should probably do the, what, 20 subs? Yeah, 20 subs. There we go. 20 subscribers.
On let's go. So, Jew, if you want to go on your rant, I really have nothing to rant about right now.
Alright, this is about to be fucking great because I have major beef with my basketball team right now.
Oh, who's that?
The 76ers.
Oh, God. Why would you do that to yourself?
Because AI.
AI? Oh, Allen Iverson.
Yeah. So, for those of you that don't know, this offseason, the 76ers, I saw that.
Fuck off.
The 76ers had a pretty big deal made. Where they got a certain player named Chris Paul. Now,
CP3.
I will say, CP3 has been playing pretty well. Just not to the extent that I fucking want. Motherfucker. This Sixers team is not much different from last year's Sixers team. This is essentially the exact same Sixers team, just missing maybe James Harden and a few other people. You still have Tyrese Maxey. You still have Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid's been dealing with knee shit. What the fuck? Fuck. Okay, hold up. I gotta fix. I keep forgetting Nightbot has some shit like that. Sorry, Timmy. I'm gonna fix Nightbot when I get off of stream. But Chris Paul, fucking Christ, I expect you to play better. Sixers have been playing like dog shit this entire. Chris Paul, not what you're thinking. Nightbot does good things.
Nightbot just needs to be reminded that they're Nightbot and not.
It needs to be beat. It needs to be beat to remind it exactly who's the boss.
True. But Chris Paul isn't playing as well as we want. I don't Embiid is off and on. It's fucking horrible. Like, for example, I think we played today. Let me go check my ESPN notifications to see. Oh, wait, there's the notification. Overtime. The headline for this notification, by the way, for the Caps goal from Ovechkin in overtime is Overtime OV! But let me go see. I don't know when is the last time the Caps, or not the Caps. God damn it! I saw hockey and now I'm thinking hockey. Let's see. Best example. Yesterday, the Sixers played the New York Knicks. And they lost. It was like double overtime, but they lost still. 125 to I can't remember what our score.
Cheers.
Cheers. I can't remember what our score was.
Chat.
But we barely lost that game. The game before that was even worse. We lost really badly, and we just can't get a win. We're at the point where we're flirting with 500 on the season, and we're not in a position to play for a contention. I'm upset by how that team's playing right now. They should be playing a lot better than that. They should be able to kick everybody's ass. They should be able to kick anybody's ass that's there. Fair enough. I personally have beef with what's going on. They should be playing better. I don't know why they're not playing to their full capability. I love this team. I want to see this team win a championship. This is the one team other than San Diego, the Padres, that I want to see win a title before I die. I'm hurting so bad from this team being like giving you hope one season and then just ripping it away right after.
It's the Clippers.
The Padres, again, another example for this year. Padres played fantastic. They realistically should have been the number one. They should have been the team that won the West for the NL West. They just had a bad break at the end of the season. I'm not mad about that. They played fantastic this year. They played better than everybody thought. Everybody was thinking that we were going to be about 500 for our record on the season. And then we got Luis Arraez, who fucking helped so much. Our pitching was phenomenal and all that fun stuff. What I'm fucking mad about for that is postseason. We beat the Braves. Sorry.
Fuck off.
We won that series. I'm pretty sure it was 2-0. But it was against an injury-riddled Tetra Sports in the hole after Seahawks were in the Super Bowl. I get notifications for scores from Google. I mean, fair enough. We get to the Dodgers. I'm pretty sure it was we had split. Dodgers won game 1. We won game 2 and then game 3. They won out the rest of the series. I'm pissed by that because in the last 2 games we didn't score a fucking run. We have all these good bats, and they couldn't fucking do shit. Granted, it could be with them because of how much they had to play. How much they had to keep pushing 100% and not be able to have a full time to take a break. Who knows? There's a lot of things that go on with baseball. It's 144 games in a season. I think, if I remember correctly. Somewhere around there. It's a lot of games, a lot of chances for injuries, and I'm that irked me badly. I wanted to see my team go win the pennant for the first time.
You will one day, Chew.
One day the
Soon.
Padres will actually win, especially with Tatis and Machado. It's just a matter of who's going to be on that rotation. But that's it for my rant. I love sports. We all love sports in this call. We're all ones that enjoy the game the best, all the way up to its best. We will always have our moments where we love our game, where we hate our game. We will always have a down year at some point. Best example for that is both my boy here's Bengals and my Patriots.
Yeah, that Super Bowl hangover is going on for too long.
Yeah.
You guys really want to talk about bad seasons when we have someone here who's 0-16 for one season?
You'll be fine. You look at where you're at now.
Yeah, now. It took us like over 10 years.
You also forget the Browns were 0-16 too.
And look at them. They're still in the shitter.
Yeah, they're still the factory of sadness.
That's the front office fucking up.
Yeah, y'all's front office is ass, realistically.
Fire Jimmy Haslam. Get him out of there. Even though he's the owner. Get him out of there.
I will say this. Now, I know we're going back to the NFL right now. I will say, Patriots, I liked the move that they did. Bringing Mike Vrabel in. You have a tried and tested head coach who had played with a shit fucking quarterback in Ryan Tannehill for every season that he was the head coach of the Titans. Minus the first one, I think. That was with Marcus Mariota. I can't remember.
That was a dumpster fire of a quarter. That was a dumpster back of a quarterback, too.
I mean, he did something that the other quarterback from that same draft class didn't do. Threw the ball, caught the ball, and then scored a touchdown.
True, yeah.
So Mariota will forever live as a legend, as one of the better Hawaiian quarterbacks to come out into the NFL. We do not count Tua because he's a piece. One, he's a bitch, and two, he is the most concussion induced person I have ever fucking met.
Met or watched?
Watched, more like.
Now, my question for you, Chu, is if you were to go back in time, would you choose Jameson Winston, or would you choose Marcus Mariota in that draft?
I still would have picked Marcus. I think if Mariota didn't, because I think Mariota started just before Vrabel got there. So it was a matter of he was dealing with a shit fucking coach his first season or two. And then Vrabel took over. To which then, how many questions are we talking about? He's had, sis, there's a difference. He's had, 6 to 8 concussions over the course of his career. 6 of those come in.
That's only 4 years, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. 8 concussions in 4 years. 8
Not
in
lifetime.
4.
That's just with his NFL career. We're not even counting college. Not even counting any other time. That's just his professional NFL career. Has had 6 to 8.
6 to 8 in a 4-year span.
Not to mention 2 of those concussions were back to back.
And he went into a kind of rigor mortis state with his hands on one of them.
He went into a fencing position after the second one, and the second one in succession the next week. He went into a full fencing position where every part of his body locked up, and he could not. He had to be carted off of the field.
I know this is a bad timing to state, but it kind of looked like he was trying to throw some sort of gang signs up.
It did look like he was trying to throw up blood.
Yeah, it really did. As fucked up as it is to make a joke about that. You go look at that clip and tell me I'm wrong. It looked like he was trying to throw up gang signs, and almost
It looks like
everybody...
he was trying to. It looks like he was set tripping for Crip.
It was like, I love this game. I love it. I love the game. It's a great game. Jesus fucking Christ.
It can be funny sometimes.
It can be funny, and these players are also fucking stupid. Case in point, Antonio Brown.
Oh god.
That one actually stings a little bit because I
mean,
actually really liked Antonio Brown until all the stuff came up.
He was actually a likable player until Vontaze Burfict knocked the soul out of him.
Like, to find out he was such a troublemaker by the Steelers really kind of hurt.
Like, towards the end of his tenure at the Steelers, yes. At the beginning, he was perfectly fine.
Yeah. Was it Antonio
You're probably
Brown
right.
that shot that punter?
Yes. He's the one that went for a hurdle, but instead had poor timing, and fucking face mask. Bam!
I don't know about that part, River. We do know, like, the man physically, like, you could see he was, like, the man was not okay.
Yeah,
like, it was bad.
He was in a very not good position as it was. He realistically just needs to retire. Like,
He should, but he's not going to.
This isn't me being an asshole. This is me stating from what I have seen in the past with people that have gone into this. I don't want to, like, as much as I am a Dolphins hater and I do not give a rat's ass about the Dolphins, I don't want to see this man fuck his career and his life up over a stupid decision.
Like, if he doesn't decide to retire, he genuinely is like putting his life in danger. Like, we're not just talking like he's like, hang up the, he should hang up the cleats before he gets hurt. He's already hurt. That man already guarantee you that man has CTE already.
Yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt, I would put money on the fact that man has CTE already. And if he keeps playing, he will die. Statistically speaking, he will die.
There has not been a death on an NFL football field ever.
Almost was one last year.
Yeah. We have come close once. No, it wasn't last year. It was a few years ago.
Damar Hamlin.
Yeah, 2021, if I remember correctly.
There are a lot of safety guidelines and protocols in the NFL. It's just they can't cover every type of injury.
Yeah.
Especially when you have someone who has a heart attack in the middle of the game. You can't really look for that.
Damar Hamlin, that was a complete freak. That was
completely a freak accident.
So that was statistically the biggest anomaly that could have happened in a football field on a football field. However, Tua Tagovailoa deciding to turn his brain into scrambled eggs. That's genuinely that is self-inflicted.
Yeah,
head injuries are the second most common, next to, I believe, next to knee injuries.
Yeah, knee injuries have been the most common. Best example, Tom Brady tore his ACL against the Steelers, if I remember correctly. Or it was the Chiefs, I can't remember. 2008.
The thing is, for football players, your legs will give out before anything else.
Yeah. Another good example of that is Julian Edelman.
I
Jules
mean,
Jules tore his ACL in a non-contact injury at MetLife Stadium. Uh, where your ACLs and your Achilles go to die.
yeah,
he
like we're not even going to talk about the amount of the Achilles injuries that's happened.
Yeah, you're not wrong. ACL is very common. Is very common in
ACL
football.
and Achilles are the two most common ligament tears.
The next most common after that is your MCL.
Oh, I have a question because you guys brought up like crazy ways to tear ACL. Does anyone remember Steven Tulloch?
Who the fuck is that?
He actually was a Lions player.
Oh,
Played for
no
the
wonder I
Eagles as
didn't know
well.
who he was.
But do you remember the discount double check?
Oh God!
Bro got a sack, celebrated, did the discount double check, and then tore his ACL doing the celebration.
Fucking A.
Bro.
But yeah.
When you guys were talking about freak ACL, I was like, bro, that was not a bit of biggest I've ever heard of.
I think honestly, I believe that is definitely a good spot for us to end this first podcast. I believe this was a very successful endeavor, and I'm very much looking forward to the future of this podcast. We will sometimes bring it. We might sometimes bring in guests. We will have to figure that out as we go. Some of our friends might want to come along for the journey, so we'll see how this goes.
Next guest will be Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee, dude, I would love to get Pat McAfee in the call.
The amount of fucking like over the moon miracles that would have to happen for that is nah.
Just Pat McAfee, you were my idol as a fucking punter. Could you possibly can I have a call with you? And talk about sports.
Alrighty, but you want to take us out here or you want me to?
We'll have you do it this time.
Alrighty. Thank you guys. Thank you everyone for showing up today to the well, we haven't quite thought of a name for the podcast. But welcome everyone to our sports podcast. I have been Cade, joined today by Chu, our host streamer. And Mac Leasy, as always. And Mac Leasy staying easy.
E.
And as always, we will catch y'all on the flip side. And remember, if it ain't down, it ain't right.
Fucking Christ. Alright, so with this, we're actually gonna go ahead and raid my boy Juzo today on the Twitch side of things. So everybody that's here, hop on into this stream. Hop into this raid. We're gonna go raid my boy. Very good dude. One of the first people from Twitch that I've had the honor to meet IRL. But thank you guys for coming by, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Till then, peace. Woo!